I'll still create a different video on this, but it's best we do it now so that I can show you what we're talking about. So you go to your normal dashboard, and then you look for audience insights. Yeah, it's here. So you click on it. You click on everyone on Facebook. So this is beautiful. Facebook has a data of everybody that uses its services. So it says more than 1.1 billion people active users every month. So you come here and type in Nigeria. All right, and it shows you 25 million active users every month. Amazing. Now, one day I was just talking to myself. I say, look, if you get 1,000 people to pay you 25,000 naira, that is 25 million naira. Just 1,000 people from 20 million people. I don't think that's impossible. Or do you think it's impossible? Well, it's not. You're about to find out why. So here on that demographics, you see that 38% of them are women and 62% of them are men. Imagine, there are even more men on Facebook than women. And here you see that most of them, 58% of them are single, 30% of them are married, 70% of them attended university or college. Okay, grad school. I don't know what. I think grad school is like master's degree and all of that. Then here it says 18% of them high school, secondary school. And here it says the job titles: production, 10% of them; IT and technical services, 10%; entertainment and sports, 17%; administrative, 18%; farming and fishing, 5%; veterans, 0.1%. So this gives you, enough data to know which kind of people you'll be targeting. Here it shows page likes, the kind of pages Nigerians follow in Nigeria. And here it shows you different industries: electronics, cable, satellite, food, beverages, electronics company. So you see Oraimo, StarTimes, Coca-Cola, Samsung, Boomplay. And then it shows you the relevance and the affinity score. You see, all these things it ranks here according to the relevance is as how impactful these audiences are to Nigerians. I see how many people follow StarTimes: 1.7 million people. Now, page, to me, I don't kind of think that pages are as very important as groups, but Facebook decides to show us just pages. All right. So when you are trying to target some people, all of this information will be very useful for you. Now here it shows that there are 14% of Facebook users in Lagos. 14% of 20 to 25 million people. I think that's an amazing statistics. So if you're just advertising to people in Lagos alone, you gain as many people as you want. But we're not even just focusing on Lagos, we're focusing on the whole Nigeria, depending on who you're advertising to. Now it shows the activity of these people. You see the mobile only. They access Facebook mobile only. 94% of people on Facebook access Facebook with mobile. So whatever you're doing, you need to make sure that it's mobile friendly. And you see 88% of them use the Android. Okay, and only 5% of people use iPhones. And 1% of people use computer. And 6% of them access Facebook with mobile web. I'm even imagining that it's probably people with feature phones. So you can see the statistics of people and how they've been liking pages already. I think this is a daily. It said in last 30 days. Okay. So comments, page likes. Now I don't really think this the statistics here is kind of accurate, because I think it refreshes every day. So I'm not going to really focus on this, but that's the overview of it, right? So I just want to imagine that I'm looking for people who are interested in advertising. So under this interest, I come here and type in advertising, right? or let's say advertising, right? Or let me type skills. Life skills. Let me see if it will have anything there. Let me just leave it at advertising. So you see that this information changes. We're going to go back to demographics to see who will be interested in advertising. Now it shows that 61% of men, 39% of women between the ages of 18 to 24, 25 to 30, 34. So you see why this is important, because now when I was blank here, not knowing who to choose, audience insights has showed me exactly who I should be looking out for. Okay, and here it shows that 55% of them are single and 32% of them are married, 69% of them are university students, right? Now it shows me the job title of all these people. A staggering 45% of them in management are interested in advertising. That's amazing. Followed by sales and followed by administrative services. So all of this information can be useful for me when I'm trying to create my ad. Here, I'm just going to scroll down to the affinity. It shows that PCW Nigeria, it's one of the pages this kind of people follow. Even while this doesn't make sense, the Fish Shop Nigeria, Discovery for Men Forum, Francis David Matthew. Don't know who this is, but I'm guessing it's important to these people. Kingsley Mogalu. Well, I'm imagining all these people are important to them. So you should also, you might want to also consider these pages of these people who they follow. You see that the brands they follow: Biggie Drinks, Fearless Energy, Right Food Sausage Roll. Okay, and I'll teach you how to input this later on. So you want to find out their location. Where are they mostly located? Here it shows that Eket, Akwa Ibom, people who are interested in advertisement. Okay, advertising rather. It says Federal Capital Territory, Lagos Institute of Federal Research. It shows. So most of what is showing here is Abuja, Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Delta States, Zamfara, Lagos again. Okay, so you don't want to go lesser than this, and there's a reason why. Because you see, these people are less likely to be interested in what you are talking about. See, 0%, highly unlikely to be interested in what you're talking about. You see, this is even the worst places to advertise to. So you'll be wasting money if you choose Oyo State or these places if you want to advertise if you're trying to get your ad delivered to people who will be interested in it. Okay, so you want to focus on this plus 100. So if I click in Akwa Ibom, Abuja, Lagos, and where else, Delta, and maybe just Delta, I'll stop at Delta, I will get better results because I'm sure those people are kind of interested in what I'm talking about. Okay, and you see the activities, you see that most of them are Android users and they access Facebook mobile only. Well, you see the jump in the desktop users. There's about 7% of them compared to the last, I think 4% that was here, 6%. Okay, so this really helps in understanding who you should be targeting. Now you will know that in the age range, I don't have any business looking for people who are 65 and over, people who are 55 and 64 and over, people who are 45 or even and over. I shouldn't have any interest in them. Or even people who are 35 to 44 and over, you shouldn't be any interest in them. So I'll be picking people who are between 18 and 34, that you'll be assured that they will be interested in what you're talking about. So I'm going to go back here and cancel this out and then pick in Lagos, Nigeria. I'll pick in Akwa Ibom. Okay, What was it, Akwa Ibom or Eket? Okay, Eket, Akwa Ibom State. But this is Akwa in Imo State. Sorry, Akwa Ibom. No, no, no. I didn't spell it properly. That's it now. Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State. What's going on here? So maybe Akwa Ibom is not a state. Is it in... Akwa Ibom is a state now. Jesus. Okay, let me go search that out now because I'm not sure. I think it's Uyo, right? It's a state. Ooh, wow. Okay, I don't know why Facebook doesn't have that, but it's weird. It's not Aqua. Aqua Rivers is different from Akwa Ibom. But let's just see if it has Uyo. Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. So I'm correct. Okay, so we have Federal Capital Territory, FCT. It doesn't have FCT. Let's try Abuja. Great. What else did you see there? Delta, Zamfara. I don't know about Zamfara. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. But it's showing Delta here. But irrespective of what we go with, Abuja and Lagos is quite okay, and Akwa Ibom State should be fine with that. Let's move Zamfara. I highly doubt there'll be, not like I'm dissing them, but look, the statistics just show it, okay? And they even put in Delta. So now you can see that with these three people here, our potential reach is 8,300,000 people. We're still going to water it down, okay? So now we know that people who will be interested in this will be between 18 and 34. So I'm going to look for 34 here. Let's just put it at 35. Okay. See, that's dropped down to 5.5 million. Now here, it didn't. They said more men are interested than women, but I'm going to leave it for both because I don't think there should be any. See, even with gender here, it's equal. It's almost equal, Seth. It's almost equal. This is what I should have been looking at, not this. So both men and women are equally interested in advertising, right? So I'm going to leave it as that. Pardon me. So 18 to 35 years olds are interested in this, and they are both men and women. Great. So I haven't even picked advertising yet in the interests. Awesome. So it's going to water down the more. So here where it says detailed targeting, you want to put in the interests. So I'm going to choose advertising. And you see that it will reduce. Oh, 1.5 million people. Amazing. In these three selected states. Here it shows 5.5 to 6 million people because it's the whole of Nigeria. Okay? So it still works, and this gauge lets us know who we're talking to, if it's in the right spot. And now for the fact that it's in the middle, it's a good way to start. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, just advertising. You don't want to have more than one interest per ad, okay? But I'm going to show you how to narrow down much later. But for our PPE, we're going to leave it like this, okay? You don't want to put too much load on the adverts, on the ad, pardon me. So here where it shows automatic placements or edit placements. With edit placements, you can decide where you want your ads to be shown. If you want to be showing on Facebook and Instagram. And by the way, this also helps you advertise on Instagram. It gives you a better targeted option to advertise people on Instagram. And if you don't want Facebook and you just want Instagram alone, you can do that here. You can untick this button and you have Instagram alone. But I'm going to add Facebook to it because I don't really mind. But I don't even want to use edit placements at all. I just want to let the algorithm choose for me because it knows better. You know, it would optimize your ads so people who are more likely to watch it. And then if there are more people on Instagram than on Facebook, it will show your ads to more people on Instagram than on Facebook. And there are more people on Facebook, it will show your ads to more people on Facebook. So I just leave it there as automatic placement. So here where it shows me how should it optimize my ad for delivery. Post engagement means it's going to only charge me when people engage with my post. Daily unique reach means that it's going to deliver my ads to people once a day and then it will charge me for that. Or impressions is going to charge me for as how many times it can show the same person the ads. Okay, and it charges per 1,000 impressions. I think I already explained impressions in the last video. So here, budget and scheduling. Now this $11 is about equivalent to about 3,700 naira or so, and that's quite cheap. And you see, you can get between 500 to 1,000, 1.5 thousand engagements, which I think it's great. Out of 5,000 people that, or to 14,000 people it can reach. If you increase this to $20, you see that your reach is higher, and then your post engagements are going to be equally higher. So I just leave this at this. It's usually best to spend as much as you can to gather enough information first before you start running ads on conversion, or you start running lookalike audiences. And that's that about that, and you click on save.